You're gonna get older, it'll get harder, more alone. The isolation will be too much to bear. And that is the loneliest feeling in the world. Kim lives in a small town named Comber, with a population of only 419 people. She is 65 years old. As her children grew up and moved away, it was just her and her husband living in this isolated area, approximately 40 minutes from the main city. Her husband, being the primary driver, would take Kim everywhere until he had an unfortunate stroke and passed away at the age of 66 years. Then, it was just Kim. Population aging and healthy aging are important challenges Kim faces living in a rural area. However, she does not want to move and chooses to age in place where she is at. Comber, being such a small community, lacks the sustainability in several age-friendly domains, making it extremely difficult for Kim to age in place and have a better overall quality of life. She is at risk of isolation and loneliness where she lives, as the small town does not have much to offer socially, physically, or medically. Kim's environment hinders her independence. Daily, Kim struggles with outdoor spaces and buildings in the community, as there is very little accessibility, accommodation, and consideration for older adults to navigate sidewalks, pathways, roads, and parking lots, especially in the colder months, as they are not well maintained and are very slippery. There are very little rest stops and benches, making it hard to walk from home to the corner store, as Kim has no form of transportation. Since Comber is a smaller community, it is helpful that the post office, bank, church, and corner store are close by, so Kim walks to these buildings a couple times a week with caution. However, most times she must use the stairs to visit inside, and this can be a difficult task. Also struggles in her home environment. Her current house does not have appropriate nor adaptive living conditions, as it is quite large for a single person to live in and too many stairs to navigate. There are no housing modifications such as handlebars in the bathroom, widened doorways, medical alert systems, and ramps, as the home is over 50 years old. Housing modifications would be very costly, although her children tell her she needs to move into assisted living, long-term care, or a smaller home. Kim does not want to move, nor leave behind the community she grew up in and the memories of her late husband. Recently, the housing market is not affordable, and long-term care options are not accessible in Comber. These downfalls impede the ability for Kim to age in place. No transportation leaves Kim vulnerable for social isolation and loneliness. She relies heavily on her children to bring her to the places she needs to go, as public transit buses do not exist in Comber and taxi cab fees are expensive. Attending medical appointments, buying groceries, visiting family and friends, and attending community events outside of her area are extremely difficult for Kim to get to independently, as she herself does not drive. Because of this, Kim is also at high risk for poor physical function. Prefers to stay at home most of the time, which increases her risk for social vulnerability of isolation and loneliness. Engaging in social activities like volunteering, clubs, classes, or community events are difficult for Kim to attend to because of transportation, and Comber has very little to offer in the community. However, she does enjoy volunteering at the local church, voting, and attending the annual Comber Fair, as it allows her to connect to the community and other generations, which is healthy for her social well-being. She walks to these events as there are no accommodations for transportation, nor do they provide lunches. So, most of the time she tries to preoccupy herself with hobbies such as knitting, but this does not always help her loneliness. As Kim ages and the days grow harder, she tries her best to maintain her health and well-being, but finds great difficulty in booking and traveling to appointments. Kim has a landline, a computer, and a Facebook account. Every now and then, she uses Google to search things online and book appointments with a specialist. She struggles to navigate the web as there are many redirects to get to the information she needs. Therefore, her children book her appointments, and she also uses Facebook to chat with friends and family, but it's not always the same. Since healthcare services are not local, Kim must travel to Windsor to see her specialist. Fortunately, Shoppers is the next local town and does deliver Kim's medication, but for a small delivery fee. Since Comber does not have much food, Kim has to travel to the next town to get groceries for a week. It's unfortunate that there's no food delivery services that will deliver out her way, and this would be more beneficial as Kim does not drive. Older adults who lose important social resources like a spouse bring on emotional and physical limitations. In Comber, transportation is not accessible or affordable, and there are no community centers, medical centers, or long-term care options available, so more investment from the government is needed to encourage aging in place. Age-friendly communities are essential to support healthy and active aging and improve the health and well-being of among community-dwelling seniors in rural areas. Creating an age-friendly community in Canberra, Ontario should be prioritized, and this would help Kim and so many other older adults just like her.